If any of you expect to have a job on Monday, you would better start behaving like ladies. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now march! I prefer the old days. Now they complain when you beat them.
Hello? Is anyone there? Isn't that strange? The door was open, but there's no one here to receive us. I knew this hotel was exclusive, but I thought there would at least be a staff. Are you there?
I'm coming, darling. I'm just having a bit of a time with the bags. Did you see the view from the terrace? It's so romantic with the waves crashing up against the rocks.
I can't believe you actually married me. And that in less than 24 hours we're here at the Hotel Monmouth for a romantic honeymoon. I'm sure I must be dreaming, for no matter how long I live, I will never be as happy as I am right now.
You're incorrigible.
Enough of that. Come in before you catch cold. There will be plenty of time for romantic walks on the shore later.
Sorry for the delay.
Oh, darling, who is that now? Actually, who's over there? Just look at this place. It's as beautiful as I ever thought it could be.
And so remote. I haven't seen anyone around here for miles. Really, anything can happen here. Anything.
That's what makes it so romantic. This hotel has hosted every unruly honeymoon for the past 300 years.
I imagine that was the last time it was cleaned.
Now, Hortense, I thought we agreed to put our best foot forward. You know how tough it was for Mummy when I told her we were going to be married. She never really liked it.
Trust me, your mother was fine. You'll never be half the man she is.
That's why we agreed to honeymoon here to placate her. Aside from the tradition, this hotel has always been exclusive in that way.
That is an understatement. I believe we changed zip codes 3 times before we even got on the train. Not to mention the 5-mile carriage ride over the countryside, and then going over that ancient rickety old bridge, which sort of reminds me of your mother.
Now, Hortense, let's not start off our honeymoon on a
now, doesn't it? Well, it is the anniversary of the unveiling of the Windsor pearls. Don't tell anyone, but I hear they're worth absolutely millions. This would be a great party. I just assumed you would just be patient.
No, actually, we're here on a honeymoon.
A bit late, aren't you? Well, let's get you off to your room then. You'll be staying in the ladder named after my father, the Earl of Sandwich.
Sounds delicious.
I'm sure you will be quite amused. No one has died in that room in centuries. Hopefully we can put an end to that. I'll show you to your room personally.
Honey, from bed!
Jared?
Hortense, what are you doing here?
I'm on my honeymoon, you know that.
Well, of course. What did you know I was in the neighborhood?
It took me 9 hours to get into this neighborhood. No, I don't believe you. I can't even believe you're here. I thought we agreed we'd never see each other again.
But I had to follow you. No. I couldn't stay away. I haven't been able to eat or sleep since last time I saw you. I'm ablaze with passion. I'm a beast in the woods. I'm a raging locomotive.
Jared!
Slap me again! Please!
Don't be foolish. My husband is in the other room.
You don't have to remind me. I can't believe you didn't even invite me to the wedding.
You can't be serious. How could I? I was marrying another man.
You married my brother.
How did you even get here? You don't have the money for this type of travel.
I was hoping to change that while I'm here.
Why are you here? We can't be together. We already went over this. No, stop that.
Shoot!
You cannot sleep here at once. There's a storm brewing and you have to get off these roads.
The only storm is the one raging in my heart. I'm on fire!
Well, put it out.
No kiss?
Go away.
But you're the only girl I've ever loved. You know that tingly feeling you get when you like someone? That's your common sense leaving the body. Loving is supposed to make everything right. It's like telling someone to go to hell and worrying about if they get there safely.
Please just tell me you'll leave.
I may have lost the battle, but not the war.
Ugh.
Oh, what seems to be going on out here? May I help you?
Yes! I have a reservation. Valhuli. Jared Valhuli.
Oh, welcome, Mr. Valhooley. I'm Lady Huckleberry, your host for this weekend. I trust that you found the place easily enough.
It
May
is,
I ask why you chose our hotel?
it is famous throughout the world.
You flatter me, huh?
Everyone knows about the moonwood.
Oh, how it pleases me to hear you say that. You see, this hotel has been in my family for generations, and it is my lot in life to take care of your girl. We have had many famous visitors stay over the years.
If I'm correct, this hotel is home to the Windsor pearls.
Oh, you are correct. And it just so happens we are celebrating an anniversary this very weekend. Oh, here, let me tell you a story.
Actually, I must be good. Okay, I guess I'm going that way. Great.
It was almost a generation ago when my great-grandmother served in court, and my great-grandmother was the confidant of Queen Elizabeth herself.
freshen up in my room.
Oh, are you traveling alone this weekend?
Yes! I left my dog, no. Aunt, no. Grandmother, no. Wife at home! And she hates to travel, so I have other business to attend to. I'm sure I will see you soon.
No, it was in a theater. Remember, I looked like a small child who'd been spanked.
Really? Now I need to drink.
Oh dear, Viscount! What has happened to put you into such disarray?
Well, I was taking my afternoon constitutional along the ridge. I let my mind linger, knowing that once I saw the Windsor pearls, I knew I would be part of history. As my mind lingered, I lost my footing and nearly plunged down to the rocks below. You see, madam, my excitement for a moment left me dizzy, as I often feel when I'm in the
Oh, really, Viscount? Wow! I never knew you had such feelings.
You may see me as a mad man in the world, but beneath these clothes is the beating heart of a tiger. Wow.
Oh, this is so sudden. Like a heart attack.
I feel like I'm expressing my true feelings since we are alone. So perhaps I'll want to later?
Yes. I look forward to that as much as I look forward to the filling of my next cavity. But in the meantime, I must leave the two of you. There's so much to do before tonight, and with this weather turning, I fear we may hold a few surprises.
I long for our discovery as we sail the waters of love.
Oh, really? How much do you expect me to take?
Until we meet again. Parting such a sweet sorrow. Look at me, quoting Romeo and Juliet from Britain's most famous actress. Until we meet again.
Oh, yes.
She is a wonder, isn't she?
Viscount Derek Von Mita.
In the flesh, miss.
You can drop the act, Denny. You forget, I know who you really are.
I don't know what you mean. I'm a Viscount. I married the Duchess of Cromwell. Nearly broke my heart when I lost her.
She was nearly 100 years old when you married her.
They were wonderful years.
She died on your wedding night.
I'll treasure those moments always.
I suspect you run through all of her money to explain why you're here.
How dare you? My intentions with Lady Esther are sincere. I've always been drawn to that woman. Perhaps the nape of her neck, maybe her little laugh, or the way the light catches her hair,
You don't know everything about her.
her dry wit,
She has more secrets than
her
you.
beguiling smile.
Denny, she's broke.
That's true! How can she be broke? She has the hotel, the jewelry. Do you much time have to spend up here in this godforsaken place? Every time I go to town, I have to pack a bag.
Hotels are expensive to run. You should have done your homework.
What am I going to do now? I need that money. I can't be expected to work. You know how much money it takes to look this good?
You must be shopping at the sales rack.
There must be some money somewhere. You know, I'm never that far off the scent.
Well, they're all the Windsor pearls.
That's right. How can I have been such a fool?
Apparently it comes naturally.
Perhaps it's time for a different strategy.
Oh, don't worry about it, old boy. You'll figure something out. You always do. Denny!
Sandwich.
And to think I had such high hopes.
So, a woman gets on a bus with her baby. The driver says, "Ugh, that is the ugliest baby I have ever seen." The woman looks to the back of the bus. She turns to the man sitting next to her and says, "The driver just insulted me." So, the man responds and says, "You go and give him the telling off. I'll hold your monkey for you."
What am I going to do? The woman I love is in this hotel with my brother on her honeymoon. And there's a strand of priceless pearls just right for the taking. And I can't afford the bus ride home.
You there! Show me your papers.
My papers? What papers?
There have been some strange things going on around here, and I've been charged with the security of the Windsor pearls.
give me an idea, old man. Here, have a seat. Tell me about these pearls.
Wait 1 minute. Who are you? I only take orders from my commanding officer. Unless I've been captured.
That's it. You will not speak until spoken to. Do you understand? Doom. Come.
Yes, sir.
You will tell me where the pearls are being kept.
I will not.
We have ways of making them talk. We have ways of getting the information. You will do as I say.
I will not betray Lady Hockenberry or Lady Liberty. No.
I can smell you. You smell like Thea. Oh, what's this?
No.
Perhaps I can persuade you. Perhaps I can use some fluffy pillows.
No! Anything but the fluffy pillows!
It's going to get you. Then you will talk. What else?
She keeps them locked in her safe.
At all times?
Yes, at all times. She'll be wearing them at the presentation tonight.
That's right. Presentation. You know it's going to get you. It's coming for you. You will tell no one of what we've spoken of. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Then take the pillow. Take it. On second thought, I may have found a way to say after all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Please, come in. I can use the company. Can I get you a drink?
Thank you. I can get it myself. So, do you come here often?
You're right. I like a man with a sense of humor. Perhaps if you want a sightseeing tour of hotels that time forgot, and you was a bus driver, you could ask, do you come here often? Otherwise, no. This hotel is lovely, but a bit too remote for my tastes.
Actually, that's why I chose it. I like that it's out of the way. Someone could disappear up here and never be found. People could die. Fortunes could be lost, and it would take days or even weeks before anyone would know about it. The possibilities are endless.
I like the way you think. There are a lot of men like you that like a little danger in the afternoon.
It's never too early in the day for a little adventure.
Haven't I met you before? We're obviously supposed to meet right now in this room at this time. Which room are you in?
The bridal suite.
Sounds exciting.
It would be if it weren't for the fact my wife is there.
You never mentioned why.
But you met her.
I thought she was your maid.
I wish. So what brings you to this desolated hotel located near some place in the middle of the English countryside?
As I told you before, I'm helping out Lady Hockenberry with the presentation of the Windsor pearls. With
any luck, I might just leave with them in my pocket.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will. You will. Perhaps I will see you at the presentation.
Or maybe before.
There you are, honey bear. I've been looking for you everywhere. And I see you've made a friend.
You must be the charming wife that...
What was your name?
Archimedes?
How nice of you.
No, he didn't mention you.
Imagine that. He forgot to mention his own wife.
Well, would you look at the time?
You're just my silly little buddy, aren't you? Yep, I'm gonna have to put you in a cage and punish you later.
If you will excuse me, I must help out with tonight's preparations. I will see you both later, until we meet again. Don't know how, don't know when.
And there will be none of that. She's lovely, really. So many nice people here. Maybe a little bit too nice. So how would you like to spend the afternoon?
In your glorious company, of course.
We could snuggle, we could get something to eat. I'm starving. We could go for a romantic walk on the cliffs.
The cliffs, yes. Though I am afraid your new shoes might be too slippery on those jagged cliffs. I guess we will just have to trust fate.
Darling, at some point we should discuss what's going to happen when we get home. I mean, we can't rely on my inheritance until I turn 30, or if I die of accidental death. I just want our little one to have everything, and I know you feel the same way.
You can read me like a book. Why don't I run up to our room and get you a sweater for our walk?
Always thinking of others. I'll wait here.
Pardon me, madame, I thought this room was empty.
Beatrice?
Hortense, what are you doing here?
All this time I thought I'd never see you again.
Oh, well, had you invited me to your wedding, I would have known you were in such a way. What happened?
Well, you see, when a man and a woman love each
Oh,
other,
I know how that works. I thought you were leaving him.
everything just got so complicated. And then the accident with his father,
What happened?
he fell into an upholstery machine.
You're kidding.
Well, he's fully recovered now.
I would tell you. Well, at least you'll have your inheritance.
You know I can't get that until I turn 30, or if I die of accidental death. I'm just so unhappy. I thought I married for love.
For love? How absurd! I knew I should have never gotten involved with you.
Involved, you're my aunt. If I could just get my hands on some money.
Don't we all?
Here I am, honey. Oh, excuse me. I see you're not alone.
Oh, let me introduce you to Mrs.
Oh, no need to introduce me. Everyone knows Beatrice Langley. I saw your Juliet in Johannesburg, your Kate in Copenhagen, and your Ruby in Rome.
Do you know the Viscount?
Anyway, Miss Langley was keeping me company until you came back.
Will you be at the presentation this evening?
Oh, wild dogs couldn't keep me away. Or your wife.
Perhaps we can talk more then.
I know I've seen you somewhere before.
It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go.
I've had a little meeting at the table test started early. You have my friend in Harry.
Come, dear, we should get to that walk. The clouds look threatening, and I have the feeling we're about to get a storm.
You have no idea.
We will see you this evening, Miss Langley.
I've been looking all over for you. I swear, you are avoiding me. You have to help me. I know it's my own fault. I've spent my way into this situation time and time again. I resist anything but temptation.
Good luck. I can't wait to see how it turns out. But I must go and prepare for the presentation. But I will see you this evening.
Difficult boy. Surpass the S and the pearls, and that's what you must do.
Denny, I never thought I would see you again.
Bernadette, how long has it been?
Too long. I almost feel as if you are avoiding me.
Nothing could be further from the truth. Well, I must run, but we can catch up tonight at the presentation to talk.
Mummy always told me that good things come to those who wait, so maybe if I sit here quietly, my ship will come in.
Excuse me, but I was wondering if you could help me.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for someone You must understand me.
You sound a little upset. Why don't I get you a drink and you can tell me all about it?
I don't think we've been introduced. My name's Seamus O'Malley. I'm from Glasgow to fix the plumbing.
And I'm Lady Bernadette Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Let's see if you can't work up an appetite. Now, what were you saying?
Whew. No idea. Went right out of my head. Don't remember my name anymore.
Seamus.
Who? Oh, that's like Seamus O'Malley. It's not Scottish as crap.
Maybe we could go for a walk through the hotel.
That sounds lovely. But I have other business to attend to. I'm also feeling a wee bit flushed. I think I should lay down.
That was wrong too.
Oh, there you are, Bernadette. I've been looking all over for you.
Hortense. I was looking for Hortense.
I was just helping out one of the guests.
Oh, knowing you were only helping yourself. Mr. Bahuli, is everything all right?
Who is Mr. Bahu?
He's my twin brother. The two of us get confused all the time.
Are you all right?
Yes! Nothing like a good slap on the face wouldn't do.
Well, I know.
I must be going. I'm looking for Hortense. I'm desperate to find her. Have you seen her?
I believe she was walking on the slippery, precarious cliffs with her husband.
Thank you. I must be going.
I will see you at the presentation.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
He seems like a nice man.
Oh, I believe he is also married. Your mother was right about you. Let's not forget, little lady, it was because of this sort of behavior why you were sent to me. I am supposed to teach you how to act like a respectable lady.
I already know how to act like a lady.
Not that kind of lady, but the lady a family can be proud of. You will conduct yourself in a manner that I see fits, not the manner that fits you. Are we clear?
Crystal.
I remember the days when the child acted up and you could just beat them senseless. Now they are born that way. Oh well, time for the presentation.
so excited. I can barely contain myself.
Oh, do try.
I can remember one of the first times I was at one of your presentations, all the pomp and circumstance.
The only pomp was you and your ridiculous behavior.
When in Rome,
We were in Cleveland on a tour with the jewels. Oh, good evening. Oh, dear. What has happened to you? Any more condition?
It's all my fault, really. I wore the wrong shoes. Archimedes just wanted me to see the waves crashing against the rocks at the bottom of the cliff, but no matter how hard I looked, I just couldn't see them. Luckily for me, Archimedes was there to give me a little push. So after I slipped,
Oh, dear.
I managed to grab onto a branch on the side of the wall, or I would not be here today.
Lucky me!
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, let me go get you a drink.
I wish I could, but I can't.
I guess I will have to drink enough for the both of us.
Oh, well, you're lucky to be alive.
You're making too much of it, really. Archimedes was the one who saved my life. After I fell, he ran to get help.
Oh, thank goodness.
It only took him about an hour or so to get help. But by the time he came back, I already managed to climb the wall. What's funny is, I hurt my arm from when Archimedes accidentally stepped on it. I was so tired from the climb, and of course, the fear I meant was the baby.
Is she talking about fear again?
Anyways, I was so fatigued, I just passed out on the path.
Right in the middle.
And that's when he stepped on me.
Oh, well, that isn't all right.
Actually, I did get a splinter in my thumb, but luckily not in my drink.
sounds like you get quite the adventure.
Did someone say adventure? Without a doubt, my favorite word. Look at me, a rose in between two thorns. Now, who's gonna get me a drink?
Harry.
Lights out! 0800! Sure! What a wonderful night for a pause. Why, I do hope we all don't get stranded. Who knows what might happen? Are we all excited for the presentation? Of course. Personally, I have never seen the pearls, but I hear they're worth more than Queen's ransom. How much are they actually worth?
Oh, it is ghosty to think about.
I hear they're priceless.
On the open market, about 10 million. Not that I would know, or that I checked this morning.
So sorry I'm late. I hope I haven't missed the presentation. I've come all the way from America to see them.
America, I'm confused.
You see, I haven't been completely honest with you. I'm actually a detective from America who's disguising himself as a plumber from Scotland. I'm here to guard the pearls.
That's so mysterious and exciting. Maybe I can work under cover too.
That sounds great. For now, just pretend like you don't know me. Where was I?
We were just talking about their work. Lady Hockenberry believes they are priceless.
Money can't buy everything. Love, hope, honesty.
What are you doing here, brother? I thought we left you back in the States. A little too far from home, if you ask me.
I'm away on business.
He's a plumber.
What a coincidence. Staying at the same hotel my wife and I just so happen to be staying at? How convenient. It's funny, considering we didn't tell anyone where we were going.
You can imagine my surprise.
And mine.
And mine. So you knew he was here, yet you never said a word to me?
It must have just slipped my mind.
Perhaps we will just have to talk about this on our next walk.
I hope everyone wasn't waiting for got that right. I would have left hours ago.
What are you doing here, brother?
You know why I'm here.
Is that a big sell aluminum siding?
You're not very smart, are you? He's a plumber from Scotland. Really? Now, boys, stop fighting over me. It's so embarrassing. Can't we all just be civilized for one night?
What? When should I make my move?
Am I interrupting something? I hope so.
Beatrice, shall we?
Oh, if you would like to take more nature off my hands, I must regard to Lady Hockenberry. My pleasure.
So have you found Mr. Right?
Not yet, but the night is still young.
Oh, I see you went for the civil look with your outfit. You almost look like a man. Oh, really? How would you know? Shall we pass the dressing room? No, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to get my post.
Forgive me for intruding, but it would appear to me that your wife has a relationship with that man.
That's no man. That's my brother.
Isn't this your honeymoon?
Yes, it is.
So apparently you share everything in your family?
Let's just say my wife is a means to an end.
That's not the first time you've said that, is it? Excuse me, sir, but there seems to be a problem with the civilian population.
What is the problem?
We don't have one. I don't know how I can provide security alongside meatballs and cocktails. One will ultimately suffer.
Okay. You will just try to perform as per your instructions. Once the cars arrive, you will not take a little eyes off them. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I will get to the bottom of this.
We have a lot to talk about.
I wish you both would behave.
Why are those two brothers arguing with that pregnant woman?
I'd ask the same question.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the presentation. On this day, roughly 115 years ago, the Prince of Powers was presented to the Hockenberry family. The storm is taken out the bridge!
What?
We're stuck here for the weekend!
That should give me just enough time.
All weekend with Jared. That gives me just 2 days.
She'll never survive.
Echo! Echo! Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and honor to present to you the Prince of Powers. On behalf of my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my mother, and myself, it is a pleasure to be seen by all of you. We're all doomed!
I have an itch.
Idea! The winds of Powers! They're all gone!
investigation.
Yes, and the clowns are officially running the circus. As I was saying, the thief still hasn't left the room, so they still must be within our grasp.
I don't need to interrupt. Does anyone else find it comfortable that we're taking our instructions from a waiter?
Ha! A dumb waiter at that.
I could even get an extra ice cube out of him.
Who's scandal? If you please, I've had men under my command for the better part of 40 years. That sounds like my kind of job.
Do you have any idea who you're speaking to? This is Commander Herring, a retired general who has agreed to help me with security around the hotel. All of his behavior up until now has merely been an act to keep you all off the set.
Really?
Yes, really? Incoming!
I knew I smelled rag. He was only disguised as a waitress so that he could move around the hotel unnoticed. We had caught word that somebody was trying to steal my family heirlooms, so instead of taking pity, I took action.
How do we know we can trust this guy? Looks a bit shady to me.
I'm with Mr. Valhouli. There's always been something a little fishy about Herring.
I have every bit of confidence in him. True, most of the time his elevator does not reach the top floor, but I'm sure he can handle the likes of all you. Commander Herring, if you please.
You!
Who, me?
Yes, you! And we're back at the circus.
Why me? I didn't do it. I came here for the food.
You came here for our honeymoon.
That too. Thank goodness, because the food here has been a real disappointment.
Go check the status of the bridge.
Really? Me? What made you think when you looked at me that I'd be the best guy for the job? I really prefer employment that keeps me out of the elements.
Now!
You really don't have to shout.
I'll go with you.
We don't need the both of you for that job. Someone should have told her.
You've always been such a baby. Why Mom liked you the best will forever be a mystery to me. You never shared anything.
Well, it looks like those days are over.
Let's go check out that bridge.
The phone is dead. The lines must have been cut. There must be someone out there.
Or perhaps the lines are down because of the storm. I'll go and check.
I'm coming with you. I won't be left alone.
It's all right, Commander. That's fine.
This can't be happening.
I'm not amused. Oh, he just won't take the bait.
I hope I don't get a headache.
Sooner or later you will. Enough of that, now go! Oh, we were doing it on purpose.
I don't mean to complain. Really, it seems like that's all you've been doing since you've arrived. I do not have to sit here and be insulted. Feel free to stand up.
Ooh, sandwich.
Hussy,
I met women like you.
I met an entire woman like you. Why, you little...
Ow! Ladies!
Oh, now, Herring, it's just starting to get good.
I'm afraid we won't be going anywhere.
The bridge is out.
The bridge is fine. There was a note from the driver thanking Miss Hockenberry for the weekend off. It says he'll return first thing Monday morning. So much for the bridge is out story.
It seems Miss Hockenberry wanted us to be stranded here all weekend.
It also appears that the lines have been cut from inside the house.
Oh, right.
What? Seems like we're packed in like sardines. Eh, Herring?
So what are we going to do?
First, we must put all of our cards out on the table.
This is no time for playing games, Herring.
Unless it's go fish.
Maybe we should all play just for the hell of it.
Except for you just yet. I believe you all came to the Hotel Monmouth for a reason. Some of you here to help Lady Hockenberry, some of you on your honeymoon, and some of you just following your hearts. But most of you are here because you're broke.
Wallet.
Yes, Miss Langley, even you. True, your last show was a sellout, but during my investigation I found that you have a very expensive gambling habit. That is completely untrue. I'm afraid it's completely true. You want to bet? Oh, damn it. See, you all needed the money to change your lives. Some of you needed to get out of the yoke of your oppressive families.
Mommy just doesn't understand me. With a little money, I can make a name for myself.
Why,
talk about my wife like that while she is not here to defend herself.
While some of you have relied on benefactors to pay your bills,
I like to think they're getting their money's worth.
if that helps you sleep at night, while some of you are running away from your responsibilities to start a whole new life.
Why never looking at me? I am a happily married man with a child on the way.
We have to talk.
Is there something I don't know?
Is it true you've been married before?
Has anyone tried these nuts?
What happened to your previous wives?
Never will link this.
Previous wives.
And lastly, we have a hotel owner whose own fortunes have been dwindling and whose last resort will be collecting the insurance off a stolen item.
That is absurd.
Oh, so you deny that you doubled the insurance on the pearls just before this weekend?
Does anyone need anything? Another drink? Not.
See, you all have a motive, including you, Commander.
No. Is it not true that you were kicked out of the retired commander's home for your constant outbursts? Well,
PTSD.
it's also untrue that you were wanting to buy a piece of land in Australia, the home of your largest victory. So you see, we all have a motive to steal the pearls.
I wish I had some popcorn.
So what do you suppose we do?
Well, we can't just sit here staring at each other all night. There won't be another bus until Monday morning. I don't know about the rest of you, but this evening has exhausted me. I'm going to bed.
Don't you think we should all stay together?
Do you really think that's necessary? Where's anyone gonna go? We have cliffs on one side, water on the other, and no way to leave. This is just a bad situation as it is, without us all having to be close to one another. I'm going to bed. Are you coming?
Yes, dear!
I need a breath of fresh air. Would you cats join me?
I would love to. Maybe the two of us can get to the bottom of this.
Well, this night didn't go as I expected. Yes, Commander, at once, Commander! I don't understand.
Have we lost Commander again?
Damn the torpedoes! Full speed ahead!
No longer working on the case, Harry.
My only regret is I can only give one life to my country.
We regret that too.
Off to Waterloo! So, where does that leave us? Those pearls were the only thing I had. I never wanted this hotel anyway. The place was falling down where my parents built me. I wanted to be a pilot in the war, or an adventurer, or maybe go into politics.
Oh, don't you worry about it. We'll have this mystery figured out by the morning.
Do you think so?
More than that, I know so.
Now, no one leaves this room until we find them. What does it matter if we find them? It's not like we can keep them. Finders keepers.
I've been looking for my bracelet for weeks!
The man who found them and had all that money out of my own club. I would give all our money to charity.
I would spend it all on girls if I never had to work before again in my life.
I wouldn't change my life at all. Not one bit. After all, why does a woman need things such as luxury or jewelry? Or the finer things? What am I saying? Look, girls!
I would open my own hotel. Imagine inviting strangers into my home, caring for each of their every needs.
But you hate people.
I never said it was a good plan.
There's nothing here.
All right, girls, there are 27 other rooms in this hotel, and we are not stopping till we search all of them.
Doris, you can Stop whispering so loud, do you wake her at all? I don't know how much more I can stand it. Both brothers here. How much more am I expected to take? Did you have a hand in this?
Oh, darling, you know how I hate to meddle. I knew you were bringing the husband, but did you really have to bring the boyfriend as well?
I had no idea he was coming. He didn't come to the wedding, so I just assumed it was over. What's funny is, out of the two of them, I prefer him.
Considering the other one is trying to kill you, I think you chose right.
He couldn't hurt a fly.
Say that to his previous wives. He's rather good at being a widower.
This time, the tables will be turned.
The way you threaten murder, I find quite charming. I don't know how either brother can resist you.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Oh, I do miss performing with you. Those were the days.
Alas, I chose a different path.
I know. So, where did you put the pearls?
What are you asking me for? I just assumed you took them.
Why would you assume that? I'm no thief, though my Blackbeard the pirate did earn rave reviews.
Yes, and your Juliet in Johannesburg, your Kate in Copenhagen, and your Ruby in Rome?
Well, if neither one of us stole it, then who did? Oh, it must be one of those brothers. After all, they did fool you into making you think they loved you.
They worship the ground I walk on.
And look how you repay them.
Hey, it's not my fault my knight in shining armor turned out to be a fool in aluminum foil. Look, I'll work on Jerry. You see what you can get out of Archimedes. He's more your type anyway.
Oh, there you are. I can't see. There's just too much excitement. Who do you think took the pearls? No, don't tell me. Let me guess.
Quite honestly, I thought it was you. Let's not forget you came looking for a good payoff.
I came here looking for a meal ticket, not a jail sentence. I don't have to know how to pull something like this off. I use my charms to get what I want. I don't know what it is. People just can't seem to get enough of me.
Funny, I've only spent 2 minutes with you and I've already had more than enough.
Features. So why don't we find out who took the pearls, give them back to the old broad, so that we can live happily ever after.
My dear Viscount Juanita, you have a deal.
My poor dear, how are you holding up?
I wish I could say I was fine, but the thief has left me quite beside myself.
My hopes are dropping faster than your prospects of getting me to the altar.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I may not be that bright, but I'm not stupid. Everyone knows about you, Viscount. You come in, help an older woman feel young again, get her to rely on you, maybe even fall in love.
Only one can hope for love.
Well, find me my pearls. I will make it worth your while.
Are you flirting with me?
Find me my pearls, and we will ride off into the sunset.
That trip will be shorter than you think.
Hortense! Hortense! I know you're here! Hortense!
Am I interrupting something?
I think you should stay back.
Why? I didn't tell anyone. I'm protecting your cover.
That's a good thing, lassie. We don't want anyone to know where I am.
I was just a little frightened, so I thought I would come downstairs to see if anyone was down here. Knowing there's a criminal at large makes a girl scared. Surely you would understand.
Yes, I do. Woo. Yes, you know, I thought I'd come down here and look for clues. You never know what happened. Might have missed in the confusion.
Spoken like a true detective.
So, have you noticed any suspicious behavior? Any ideas might have taken the pearls?
For all I know, it could have been you.
I could say the same thing about you, lass.
Perhaps we should stick together. Maybe between the two of us, we can figure this whole thing out. What do you say?
I like the idea. Why don't I meet you outside near the dangerous cliffs.
You must think I'm stupid. I'm not meeting you outside by the cliffs.
You're not?
Not without white raincoat, silly. Did you forget about the storm? I'll meet you there in 5 minutes.
You're too smart for me.
It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long
Hey!
way.
Come here. I have been looking for you. Have you found any clues about the curse?
Not yet, but I do suspect.
Quiet, Doomcock! Do not say a word. The walls. They have ears. They listen everywhere. Tell me, quietly.
I believe the thief is.
Much like your previous wives. I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
It has taken me all this time to remember where I last saw you.
I'm sure you haven't confused with someone else.
I'll tell him. No, I want to tell him. Please. Brother on brother, come on. Fine.
Darling, I'm afraid I have some bad news. I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm sorry, brother, but I win this round.
May I have everyone's attention, please? I believe I've solved the crime.
Finally.
Excuse me, we're in the middle of a private conversation just now.
It was just getting good, too.
Did I just hear that someone has solved the case? Oh, I knew I could depend on the kindness of a stranger like you.
You mean that my marriage?
The marriage is over.
Whose marriage is over?
Right over here.
Oh, it's you. Never mind. I saw
sorry, brother. I fell in love with her from the first moment I met her.
But you can't leave me. We're having a baby.
Sorry, darling. I'm not pregnant.
You're not pregnant. You mean all this time I've been nice to you?
You call that being nice? I've seen nicer tigers as they were about to eat their young.
Hey!
Don't touch me. The only reason I married you is so that I could come to this dump and steal those pearls.
I really hate to be a bother, and I hope you all had a lovely time, but I would really appreciate it if we could get back to the damn pearls.
We need order! We need order. Also, I believe I have deduced who the criminal is by using my deductive reasoning.
You've been having an affair behind my back all this time? I've been you the best part of my life.
We've been married 2 days.
Crazy.
Might I interrupt? It's taken me all this time to remember where I last saw you, but it just occurred to me it was in the newspaper.
What?
You have been married before.
What?
Twice.
What?
And both of your wives died in mysterious ways.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
So you were trying to kill the woman I love?
And I would have succeeded too. I had the pearls in my hand.
So you were the one who took them out of my suitcase.
But I hid them in that jar.
But they won't find them in there, will they? Beatrice?
Why is everyone looking at me?
Oh, don't you start. I can always tell when you're lying. Your nostrils aren't to flare.
My nostrils aren't flaring. Are they?
Do you have any idea how much this place costs to run, let alone feed all of you people? I would really appreciate it if we could get back to the damn pearls.
Now we need order.
Let's hope this poor woman she has a breakdown.
What are you taking her side for? What happened to our plans?
We never made any plans. You took the pearls out of the jar, so you won't have to work for Lady Hockenberry. You used me. I feel so cheap.
Who is this better than Shakespeare? We have the morally reprehensible wife who begs 2 brothers only to leave them both in the lurch. Meanwhile, this strumpet misplays her hand, thinking her lusty actions will grant her the prize. Of course, this is all orchestrated behind the scenes by the detective, who isn't such a daughter-in-law's fool as he'd have us believe. I was just following orders.
Be careful, Henning!
Orders? Whose orders? How do we not know that you didn't want to steal the pearls for yourself?
I tried to.
What?
I wanted to.
What?
But Miss Esther had already stolen them.
What?
Yeah.
That is ridiculous! How could I steal my own pearls?
That's what I thought. But then she had me report them stolen to the insurance company and stay quiet.
What?
Yeah.
So, it looks like we're all guilty here. Everyone except the plumber. You know, Jared.
She really isn't that bright, is she?
She's actually a lot smarter than you gave her credit for.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
You see, I told her I was a plumber.
You've never done an honest day's work in your life. He's the black sheep of the family. Dad always wanted him to be a plumber, but all he wanted to do was be a detective. I'm sure you're going by your undercover name now.
That's right. Detective Seamus O'Malley of Scotland Yard. Yes! Once it was announced that the world-famous Windsor pearls were to be presented, something that had not happened in years, Scotland Yard knew that all the greatest thieves in Europe would want to get their hands on them.
I can barely understand a word you're saying. Where is he from again?
Massachusetts!
I was the one who gave the bus driver the weekend off.
What?
I wanted you all to have an equal opportunity to steal the jewels.
Wait, so who's guilty?
Hey, you all are.
I'm not.
Miss Esther was the first one to commit a crime when she reported them stolen. But then, each one of you, in succession, stole them from her and one another. The only innocent one in this room is Hattie.
What?
Good job, son.
My pleasure, Inspector. I heard you were the best.
Thanks to Hattie's work here, it was only a matter of time. Sounds like the rain's coming. Don't bother packing. Everything you brought is considered a clue.
Now this is ridiculous. I have never been so insulted.
Then you obviously haven't been on stage before. You should have seen my Juliet.
Oh, we better not share a cell together or I will be guilty of murder.
I'll give you another paycheck.
I told you your plan would never work.
You know I have a brain. I can't believe a woman used me for my looks. Honey, I'm sorry.
But I thought you loved me.
I did. For a while.
You realize I'm standing right here.
Well, you'll always be Paris.
I've never been to Paris.
That was me! I was in Paris! But then he left to give me the electric chair!
See you in the trial.
Hortense,
Yes?
don't forget the baby.
I guess we solved another one. But what do I do with these?
Look at me. It's a shame, Hattie, that they were never recovered. After a long investigation, it was concluded that they were thrown over the dangerous cliffs, never to be seen again. Thankfully, the insurance will pay for it. Ha! No, Hattie. I do believe we both earned a nice holiday.
We sure did.
Well, you're not going without us.
Do you have any idea how hard it was to keep the staff away from you while you were doing your detective work?
It just proves that behind every good criminal.
As
It's a good woman. Well, I guess we can consider this case closed.
Se que se